Welcome back to part 9 of my Turkish Eagle achievement run. We've recently got our independence from the now incredibly fragmented former Persian Empire. We're now working on just saving some gold to make our kingdom title, our first kingdom title of hopefully many. I need 500 gold, so it shouldn't be too long. And then after we can hopefully consolidate some power in the region a little bit, we'll be going to war with the Byzantines whenever we see an opening. They've managed to stabilize pretty good. He's a pretty strong ruler, he's pretty young still, a lot of health benefits, some decent alliances. So hopefully the path forward will be getting my character's level of devotion up enough to hopefully holy war for kingdom. And then I'm probably going to have to do that 2 times on 2 different characters and get those 2 kingdoms, and then that should be all the land that I need, I believe. Because otherwise I'm going to have to go duchy by duchy, which I'd rather avoid declaring that many wars against the Byzantines. So we're going to be keeping an eye on them like we have been to see when we have a opening. Hopefully with all this fertility between me and my wife, we can have quite a few children to form some alliances in order to help us in these wars. So one of the things I'm going to be doing is hopefully going on a Hajj on this character to get my level of devotion up. So the Byzantine Emperor is demanding my sister as a hostage. I mean, I don't really care about her, sorry to say. She's 48. So he earns prestige, renown, and piety. Do I get anything out of this? Basically, what I'm getting out of this is he's not going to attack me. I'm just going to decline. I mean, if he did war with me, that would be extremely bad. But hopefully I can just fend that off if it happens. My nephew? Whatever. So yeah, let's just go and get this kingdom title and then see what's what. We're also hoping to get the dynasty head soon. I think that we're going to need probably about 8,000. I assume this guy's the dynasty leader right now. So our wife is pregnant again, that's good. My second son, let's put you in diplomacy. So extra piety for extra stress gain. Or less piety. I think I want the extra piety. We got quite a few stress modifiers on this character, but hopefully we can just deal with it. I'm probably going to end up getting a second wife in order to have just more children, but I'll wait until she's just a little bit older to do that. I'm planning on completing this tree, but I think I'm just going to unlock Serve the Crown for now. Help get our control levels up a little bit. How's the acceptance going with the Greeks? 7%. Yeah, it's going quite slow, but I'm not really worried about hybridizing our culture just yet. Getting the land is the much more difficult part. So it's a 3rd son now. And there's our 500 gold. So who are you? Duke of Palestine wants to betroth my niece. Well, that's a decent alliance. We're not planning to go to war with him. He's kind of far, so we'll take that. So now we are a sultan. Let them see their new sultan. Let's hold court, I guess. Reclusive, no. Oh, let's get this extra piety. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to give away these duchy titles. Antioch? No. Which one is this? Isn't this Cyprus? Okay, it's Kibris. Okay. Just didn't recognize the name. So that's for you, and then this one's Diyarbakir. Whatever. There we go. So now those guys are going to like us because we've given them our titles, and we can hold quite a bit more now. So the Liberty faction's gone, mostly because I gave these guys titles, so they're happier with us now. Ooh, some stress, but we're happy to get the piety. We're trying to raise our level of devotion up, so with our next gold, once we get a little bit more, I'm probably going to go on a pilgrimage. Someone's trying to murder me. Do I have a rival? I have a couple rivals. One is my Bagatur. My spymaster... Ooh, my spymaster is the wife of my rival. Is that risky? She doesn't like me that much. Yeah, maybe I switch that. She likes me a little bit more. She has a little bit higher intrigue, and she's not married to my rival. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Need to increase my military as well. Yeah, no kidding. I have something that should belong to you. No? Okay, so if I try to imprison him, he's just going to leave the court. Would we rather that happen? I mean, he is a very good knight, but he's kind of old. Yeah, let's just do that. I'd rather him just leave my court and go and do whatever he wants. I think his wife will leave too, but we don't need them anymore. Little scoundrel. Ooh. Legendary skill, but I think I'd rather spend my money on different things for now. I'm hoping that these guys will eventually accept vassalage. Looks like he doesn't care to do that at all. Not his rightful age. Yeah, that's the thing, is that I don't have these two kingdom titles, so I'm probably going to have to do some wars in order to get them. Hopefully we can just do Conquer Duchy. What do I need for this? Higher level of fame. Okay. So basically I just need to up my level of devotion and fame before I can do much here. I guess what I could do is just grab like one of these counties. He's actually pretty strong for now. Yeah, we kind of need more kids, basically, is what we need in order to form some alliances to make us a little bit stronger. Ah, okay, interesting. So that just happened. 46 stress either way. This one I lose some gold. Oof. Okay, let's see what we get here for a stress break. I don't mind that at all, actually. I don't think I'll take Flagellant. This will put me in debt, but only for a second. So this guy has won some type of revolt. Who took... Okay, some duke over here. So that's actually good for us. I can Holy War for Duchy. They're incredibly weak. This is going to add some power to us. So I'm just going to let a few months go by to get a little bit of money ticks up. And then I'm going to go for that war right away. Must have been some type of faction there. Yeah, that's fine. We don't care if he gets that. It's actually good. Okay, control level up. It's coming along pretty well. No, let's just continue with that. Okay, we have about 50 gold now. That should be fine. Let's go and get this stuff. Oh, they just snuck out there just barely. Ah, interesting. So he's my Alama and court physician, but non-believer isn't a strong hook in our religion, so I'm not going to take the stress from that. Ooh, interesting. So that's a death event. We do just have the one kingdom title, so even though we'll lose some land, they'll just become our vassals. So dying prematurely on this character would be kind of annoying, but honestly not that big of a deal. So you're sieging that. He's actually going to get it before us. I guess what I could do, I don't like to do this, micromanage the army, but I think in this case it makes sense. So I'll leave the siege weapons and like some dudes behind. I guess we probably don't even need that many. And then take this. I should be micromanaging my armies more, but I just generally don't care to, because it just is kind of time consuming. But in this case, I don't seriously want to let him siege my thing down. Okay. There we go. Jeez, I keep getting these. I've taken quite a few of these stress hit ones. Yeah, okay. Give up on that, I guess. I'm not sure what exactly you have to do to like satisfy that event. It seems to want you to do something quite quickly in order to satisfy it. Otherwise, you get like one of those negative events. So unfortunately, that's giving us a little bit of a piety hit. Hey, there we go. Okay. That is great. So we don't have the money for the duchy title just yet. Mesopotamia. So this is Greek or Armenian land? It's Armenian land. I don't care too much about my cultural acceptance with the Armenians. Otherwise, I could just put an Armenian guy on here, in here. I think I'll just pick some random Oghuz guy. Give it to him. I guess I could wait and give it to one of my sons. Give it to my second son, maybe? So like we have 3 duchies now. We could give them each one. We don't need to keep everything. We're actually kind of like over the limit anyway with these 6. So maybe I'll do that. Yeah, that seems good. So this 7-year-old... Oh, I actually kind of would rather play him, though, is the thing. He got strong already, and he has handsome, whereas our first son doesn't. Ooh. Can't quite disinherit yet. I'll just give him this land for now. And then if we want to end up playing him, we can find some way to make it happen. Yeah, so I will... Ooh. Oh, see, that's scary. Holy War for the Duchy of Mesopotamia. So he's trying to take that back from us. He's going to call in his allies. He's a lot stronger than us for now. We'll call our allies in for now. Also, what I'm going to do is I kind of just have to give up everything for now and defend this war. So we're going to go for just the biggest alliances that we can get. This is a really nice one. It's actually pretty good. 8 and 9. She is the second eldest daughter of this king here. So that's a really good alliance for us. This guy, we can't do it because he's already considering our proposal. Okay, just hold off on that then. And Arslan, this is the other one over here. Also not in a war. So we're just going to grab those two alliances with them. So sometimes you think you're going to be attacking and you end up defending. It's not too surprising though. He demanded a what's it called? Hostage from us that we declined, and then also he's quite strong right now. Thankfully neither of these guys are in a war, so we should be able to rely on their troops. As for this guy, so we already have an alliance with those two. Who's this? They're from the hostile Muslim faction. Hashemid Emirate. I actually don't know where that is. Okay, it's just a little bit down there. He's still pretty strong. He's got 6k. He's actually in a war though, so he might not come and help us. These guys are a little bit further away, but also very strong. So maybe we take his whatever daughter this is. Yeah. Just closer in age. She's got the trait though. Yeah, let's go for the trait. That's another 5k. So yeah, we're just going to call everyone in. It's not even that big of a deal if I end up losing this war. But, you know, I'd rather not lose land. I'm just going to raise up down here so I don't get, like, engaged on right away. I know, we might as well just go start sieging over here. See what happens. I assume he's just going to go and start to siege that land because it's the war target. So we'll just wait for our buddies to get here. I'm assuming that if I enforce my demands, I'll get some gold out of him. Ooh, 2371. How about that? That would be amazing. So are you coming over here? Yeah, you are. Okay, let's go up there then. Let's go up there and engage them. Ooh. We lose our alliance, but he's not gonna leave the war. This is the son that I kind of want to get rid of because I'd rather play my second son. I might go drastic measures. Sometimes it'll hurt him a lot, and sometimes it'll just cure it. But let's just see. Okay, so it's a successful outcome. I don't want to get engaged upon without this group here, though. Can we catch them? Ooh, that's very close. That's very, very close. Come here. Yeah, there we go, there we go. So he gets gluttonous. That's terrible. That's really, really terrible. Yeah, I don't want him to have either of these. Compassionate's the best of all of them, I think. Yeah, let's just give him Compassionate. So we won the initial battle, and we'll be able to take this back now. One of our other allies has shown up. Yeah, I'm not too worried about this war anymore. Kind of a blessing in disguise, because we're going to get a ton of gold out of this. Our wife is actually the best. Let's just find a physician. Average, poor, average. Well, that's not great. Okay, what's going on here? Looks like he's kind of scared to engage us. And there's that. Let's just go help them siege this. Like, if you're on the defense in a war and you can manage to take one of their counties, it's usually quite a bit of war score, so hopefully we can grab this before we go and fight him again. Wonderful news, Allah be praised. Okay, so our son got better. So she went and got married, that's good. I'm thinking that I should grab a second wife here. She's 34 at this point. Maybe an inheritable trait, not lowborn. Or religion. Hail is not bad to pass on. These ones are lustful, so it's more likely to will have kids. She seems really good. Just want high fertility, more likely to get children. Okay, there we go. Let's find another one here. Oh, who did we capture? So it looks like the little duke of that area. Yeah, Duke of Philopolis, whatever. Yeah, this is not going to be any problem to defend this, looks like. That's one nice thing about playing these Muslim factions is you generally have a lot of kids because of all the wives you can get, and it's really easy to forge alliances with whoever you want. Definitely would have struggled in this war had we not been able to forge those big alliances. I might just go and try to declare war on him right away. I'm not going to be able to do a holy war for a kingdom because I don't have the level of devotion yet. But he's going to be really weak after this, and the truce kind of only goes in one way. So he's not going to be able to declare war on me for 5 years, but if I want, I can declare war on him. Get our free unlock. It's more siege progress, that's a nice one. So just because he's going to be weak, I might go and try to take one of these duchies from him pretty quick here. Okay, so that's that. We get our duchy, which we will give to our son here. And then we'll free these guys. A lot of money coming in now, which is really nice. Can I holy war for duchy, or do I still need another level of devotion? No, we can do it. So that's probably going to be next. Yeah, he didn't have much gold, and he had to pay us like 2k, so now he's in debt, and his army's been decimated, and we got all that gold now, and our army's super strong because of the alliances that we just formed. This would be amazing. Like, either of these holy wars for kingdoms would be amazing. The thing is, the longer I give him, the more he's going to be able to build up his strength. Maybe I don't need to do this immediately, though. He's probably going to get a revolt for being so far in debt and for having his army so weak. I would really, really rather do a holy war for kingdom. So I think what I'm going to do probably is just go on a pilgrimage. Spend as much money on it as possible to get as much piety from it as possible. Let's finish getting rid of our prisoners here. You don't want to give us a hook. Okay, convert. There you go. Okay. I'm going to continue on in the next part, hopefully go on a pilgrimage or two, and get enough level of devotion to declare that holy war for a kingdom. But I feel like we got some good work done here. Thankfully we were able to defend against that holy war. Thank you for watching this part. Please subscribe, leave the video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next part.